Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, meus queridos e minhas queridas. Aqui quem nos fala é o Bolha, passando só para avisar que esse vídeo vai ter perguntas, comentários e respostas em inglês. E a legenda vai sair assim que eu tiver um tempo de fazer, mas fique tranquilo que ela sai. Se você quiser fazer, fique à vontade também, beleza? Por agora é só, bora pro vídeo. Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, meus queridos e minhas queridas do YouTube. Aqui quem nos fala é o Bolha. E hoje com uma entrevista mais do que especial com o Jed Kaplan, o CEO da Simplicity, que é a empresa que está tomando conta do gerenciamento financeiro do Flamengo. First of all, Jed, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. How's everything going? How is everything going on your end over there?
Fernando, thank you. Everything is good. I wish everybody, hopefully everybody listening is safe and healthy and staying indoors and wearing a mask. But we won yesterday, so all is well.
Oh, yes, that's true. Para as pessoas que não sabem, o Jed, ele é super tunado com o que acontece dentro do Flamengo. Ele conversa muito com o pessoal de lá, ele dá muita opinião dele. E isso é a próxima coisa que eu vou perguntar para ele. So, Jed, I was telling them that you're very in tune with everything that happens at Flamengo, that you're talking to them as much as you can. How is everything going between Simplicity and Flamengo nowadays?
Everything's going well. It's, like any business, it's a learning curve. And you're integrating, two different businesses, but more importantly here, we're integrating two different cultures, the U.S. and Brazil. I guess given the weekend I had, I've got a bigger learning curve. But it's something that we'll get through.
Yeah. Ele falou que teve uma situação no fim de semana para ele que é exatamente a próxima coisa que eu quero perguntar. So, Jed, since you mentioned that about the weekend, we saw that after Flamengo's loss, you sent a gift. I know you from the last time we talked, and I know you don't mean any bad on your heart. I know you're a very good person. I know that's probably to come out as a joke or something, but a lot of people, especially Flamengo fans, they were upset. And then right away you say, hey guys, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you guys or the players. You apologize right away. So would you like to explain that for the people watching this video? So what was the joke behind it, or how did that go, or anything like that at all? Is there anything like talk about the incident?
It wasn't a joke. I wouldn't joke after a loss. It was, I guess, a sign of frustration and of pain and hurt. I've really come, as you've said, I'm very passionate about this, and I appreciate the nice things you've said about me. I take full ownership. I take full responsibility for our results and for what I did. It was a mistake. It definitely wasn't meant to be a joke. It was supposed to be a sign of frustration. It's done in the U.S. and in Europe, more often. I guess I have a lot to learn about the Brazilian culture. If I offended anybody, I'm sorry. It's the first time in 8 years that I'm on Twitter that I've actually had to delete a tweet. I've never had to do that before. I was a little surprised that people were offended by it, but given that they were, I made a mistake and I took it down. And, I teach my kids and, I teach people in business too. When you screw up, you admit you screw up and hopefully you move on. And I made a mistake, and I'm sorry if I hurt anybody.
That is very nice for you to apologize, Jed. I really know that people in Brazil will feel better with that apology. Galera, para quem não sabe, esse foi o meme que ele botou brincando na internet, tá? Brincando, não, desculpa, demonstrando frustração. Foi esse meme que ele botou, que é uma pessoa engravatada, só queimando dinheiro. And Jed, I was telling them, I showed them that everything and you apologize for. How is everything on the Flamengo's end right now? You guys have a new head coach, Nuttall, which I had the pleasure to talk to him on the press conference after the Sunday win. He looked very confident, like they were working as a unity. How are you feeling about Nuttall coming in, Cake coming in, and everybody? Like Nuttall said that the team that he's working with, the staff that he's working with, is unbelievable and is incredible to have that opportunity. How do you feel about everybody coming in with one goal, which is Flamengo winning Cblol?
Yeah, look, the goal right now, and I keep telling them, is to make the playoffs.
True.
You know, we can't win a championship unless we make the playoffs. So that has to be our goal. Once we make the playoffs, you know, it's like anything I've seen in other sports. Anything can happen at that point, but you got to get in. So that has to be our main focus. We know how many matches are left. We know how many we need to win, and we know what we need to do. He's done it before. You know, he's a proven winner. You know, Kate has really good technical analysis. We also have support people in the U.S. in Tyler and Gid who are helping them. So we have a really deep bench of coaches, and couple that with, I feel that our roster of players is the best roster that's out there. I think every one of our starters would be, quote, an all-star in other leagues. So I'm very confident that now we're kind of going to gel. Sometimes you've got to hit bottom, you know, before you can move forward. I think Saturday was a real good wake-up call for everybody, and I think we hit bottom, and I'm confident that we've turned a corner.
I'm glad to hear that. And speaking of the roster, like I have to admit, I heard about Bankai before. I mean, we all know Ranger, we all know Goku, Bivoy and Lucy as well. But Bankai, I have heard of him before as a solo queue player. And whenever Flamengo hire him without a substitute, without a second player on the position, I was very surprised because that is a big bet. Like you're betting high on the kid. But he did not disappoint. Bankai came in and he came in crashing everybody. Were you aware of Bankai's capacity before the hiring, or you were a little bit skeptical, and then after that you're like, holy moly, the kid really is good?
I wasn't. I mean, they told me that he could be one of the best players in the Cblol. You know, and again, I trust the people that work for us. I think they made an amazing choice. I mean, I think he's going to be, like I said, one day the centerpiece of the team, and I hope it's our team. We signed him for more than a year. I'm almost positive we did, and at least that's what my goal was. You know, he's the future, right? You always have to. We have great players now. I think we threw him into the fire, you know, like you said. We threw him into the fire by making him play with other people. And, you know, look, I think he stepped up to the challenge. He's young. He's got a lot to learn. But I think he should be very, very proud of what he's accomplished. As a matter of fact, you should look on Twitter. Flamengo put out a picture of the team having lunch today. And it warms my heart. They look so happy. And as a matter of fact, that was Bowles' dad who took everybody out. So nice. It shows we're a family, too.
That's lovely. I actually have the picture open right now as you're speaking. I know you can see it, but it's open right now as you speak.
Yeah. Look how happy they are.
Yeah.
That's a team. That's a team.
Yeah. I'm glad like the way you're talking about Flamengo's team and their union, because from what I see on the interviews, because I also do press conference for the Cblol, and from what I see, like when Joko talks, when Davidito talks, when Noodle talk, they all have the same objective, which is for everybody in Flamengo to become one and drive towards the goal. Not to just be good players playing the lane, but to be actually a team. And it sounds like that's
Yep.
happening. It sounds like that's your goal as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. I really feel we've turned a corner, and everybody realizes we're going to only win as a team. And if you look at any of the videos, pictures during practice, they're intently watching. They want to learn. And we've got great players. I mean, individually, all 5 starters stand on their own.
I agree with you. Ranger is one of the best, if not the best, jungler from Brazil in Brazil. Goku hit a little bit low right now, but he's one of the best mid laners of the country. Bivoy and Lucy, without even have to mention how talented they are, and especially Lucy during the game shot calling. And Bankai just came in hitting a pentakill and playing out of his mind. So I agree 100% with you. They all have the potential to be the best of the best, like the cream of the crop. So they have the potential. It's all now about making it happening. Also, what are the chances that we're going to see you sometime soon on the Cblol final? Because I know you're a big Flamengo fan. You told me before your kid has a Flamengo shirt. So, like, what is the chance to actually see you on a Cblol final? Or, I know 2021, the Worlds will be in America, so what's the chance that I'm going to see on the crowd yelling, Flamengo, Flamengo?
I'll be the one wearing the Flamengo jersey and the funny hat and the this and that. I'm a crazy fan. I'm a fanatic right now. It's you know, I gave another interview and I really I mean it when I say it. It's I'm involved with a lot of other teams. I know sports. I know what passionate fans are. I have never seen a fan base like Flamengo fans are. In general, it's unbelievable. It's a religion. I've never ever seen such passionate fans as I have for Flamengo. And the more and more I follow it, and I watch the soccer games too. If you see, I've tweeted out when they've scored goals. I'm a fan now. It's the history. You know, I'm trying to learn now about the history of Flamengo and why people are so passionate. You know, I really want to know why. You know, I know they've been around for a long time, but I want to learn about the culture. So, you know, look, we're on the mantle, and we have a big honor here. And we have to play up to that honor. All of us. And Saturday, I didn't play up to that honor. And I learned from my mistake.
That is very nice. That's very nice what you said. And I think it's awesome that you're learning about the culture of the club, the soccer club, and everything about Flamengo. You're right. It is a religion. Like most of people in Brazil would compare soccer to a religion because the fan base is really, really passionate. And the amount of time and effort that they devote to their team, not only Flamengo, most of the soccer teams in Brazil have an amazing, passionate fan base. Flamengo is just one of the bigger, if not the biggest, soccer team in the country with the biggest crowd behind. If not the biggest, the second, third.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible.
It's not even in the country. It's, you know, I tell people the New York Yankees are, you know, it's a sacred baseball team in America, and they have just over 3 million followers on Twitter. Flamengo has 6.5 million followers on Twitter. Yeah. That tells me the following that they have. The Memphis Grizzlies, my NBA team, we only have 1 million followers, and we have amazing fans. I'm not putting them down, but they're nothing like Flamengo fans. So when you say you want to see me down there for a match, I want to go to a soccer game too. That's when I'm coming. I'm going to have a double-double. I'm going to a soccer game, and I'm going to go to the Cblol matches on one weekend. That's my goal.
I hope that goal will happen, and I hope I'll be there alongside, at least on the Cblol matches for sure. My friend, I don't want to take much of your time because I know how busy you are and all the things you're handling right now. So I would like for you to just finish this interview, leaving a message for the Flamengo fans and for the people that are thinking about you, Simplicity, and Flamengo as a group. What message you want to leave to those people?
I want to thank all of our fans and supporters for sticking behind us. I want to thank a lot of the people that sent me really nice messages this weekend. For the people that didn't send me nice messages, I hope I earn back their trust, which I'll be able to by my actions. And for all of the supporters of the team, I think the best is yet to come. So I want to just thank everybody for their support. I want to thank Riot. I think they run the best league in the world. And I want to thank all the fans in Brazil for Cblol. You're all amazing. So thank you.
Jed, you know that whenever anything good or bad happens and you want to talk to the Brazilian people, my door is always open to you. So feel free to come back anytime you want. Don't even wait for my call. Just call me and let's make it happen whenever you want, my friend.
Galerinha, appreciate it. Thank you, Fernando.
My pleasure.
You have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Galerinha, por hoje é só. Um grande beijo, um grande abraço e até a próxima. Valeu! Falou!